Today we'll be talking about Ren Isuzu, so let's begin. Ren Isuzu is a 15-year-old Magi-type magical girl. She is 160 centimeters in height, her eyes are blue, and her hair is gray. She comes from Shinsei Ward in Kamihama City. Her soul gem is a dark blue teardrop located beneath her neck. In her magical girl form, her weapon is a staff tipped with an angel wing that can also become a scythe. Her wish to become a magical girl was not to die and her desire to live. I don't want to die. Please, let me live. Her witch and doppel is Renata. Her known relatives are her unnamed mother and father. She attends Kamihama City University of Fresco in the 9th grade. Her magical girl element is the dark element, and her ability is Nirvana. Rest in peace. Erase grief seeds. A magical girl who has been shy since childhood, feeling that her life was painful, she blamed herself for her loneliness. It was her fellow magical girls that led her out of her despair. Though she grown stronger mentally, she still has a timid side. The doppel of the electronic ordinance. Its form is a electrocardiogram. The master of this emotion uses powerful electric signals to burn the will of ill from its target's body, incinerating its personality along with everything else. Though they are horrified by the doppel's powers, they are also tempted to believe that murder such as this is the only way to put an end to all human ill will. This doppel also has power over both life and death, and when it appears, the master's body and soul split apart temporarily, leaving her soul maintaining in the space between life and death. When it's looking out from a rooftop, Kyubei asks if she's going to waste her wish. Ren says it's different from last time, in that she's given up on the world. She thinks about people saying hurtful things and say she can't live in a world like that. Kyubei tells Ren if she repeats her previous actions, her soul gem will be destroyed. Ren understands. Somewhere else nearby, Rika Ayano defeats a witch and then sees Ren trying to jump off the rooftop. She saves Ren and asks why she wants to jump. Ren can't answer, but thinks about how even since she was a child, she had trouble speaking. She thinks about how she was teased and bullied for it. She then chose to end her life. However, when she jumped from the rooftop the first time, she realized she was scared of dying. Kyubei was there to grant her wish, which was to live. Kyubei explains the bullying Ren went through was due to a witch. Specifically, witches hurt people, who then go to hurt other people. Ren resolves to destroy witches to create a better world. However, no matter how many witches she defeated, people still acted the same. Ren thinks she needs to destroy all witches, but Kyubei says even if she could, it wouldn't remove the malice from people's hearts. Back in the present, Ren thinks this is the reason she wanted to commit suicide again. However, she can't explain a word of it to Rika. Rika then explains to take Ren to meet other magical girls she knows. Rika takes Ren to a place called Amiri's Trouble Consultation Office and greets Akira Shinobu there. Ren is unable to introduce herself and nearly cries when Akira doesn't seem to care. Rika then introduces Ren to Amiri Kasaki, who is in charge of the counseling at the concentration office. Amiri brings Ren to Rina Ami, who gives her hand charm. and Konomi Haruna, who gives Ren caromeline tea. Rika then suggests bring Ren to the chemistry club where they meet Hayano and Ayako. And Ymir suggests Hayano should make medicine for Ren, but she refuses. Instead, she gives Ren candy. Afterwards, the group meets Kanako Yaoi at her family's metal factory. Ymir asks Kanako to show the dress she designed, which she calls a mushroom thing. Kanako insists the mushrooms represent Mother Nature. Ymir asks if Ren thinks this is cool, to which Ren agrees. Rika says that Kanako aims to be a super fashion designer, and despite her taste in clothes, lives without abandoning hope. Kanako is annoyed that she has chosen to represent those who are positive in the face of struggle. She then gives Ren accessories made from metal sheets. Amiri then says she has to leave, as Sasori Minagi is calling her. Rika admits that Amiri didn't actually listen to Ren's problem. Riki then tells Ren the story of how she became a magical girl. She explains she wished for the person she loved to love her back, even though they already elected someone else. Rika claims that she stole that person's love with her selfish wish. Rika then asks Ren if she thinks Rika is a horrible person. Ren is able to admit that she doesn't think so, and is surprised to see that Rika is relieved. Ren asks why Rika talked about her wish. Rika says that if you want others to open up to you, have to talk about the secrets that create distance between people. Ren tries to tell her story to Rika, but can't get out the words and starts crying. Rika tells Ren not to force herself. She tells Ren all her gifts say she's got if it says these people are thinking about Ren. Then she should continue to live. She says that while the world is filled with bad things, there are also beautiful things as well. Rika says that most painful things is to have nothing. Ren says that she will live. A relieved Rika goes to leave, but before she does, Ren thanks her. Ren thinks that if Rika is able to accept her story, then she'll be able to live forever. Ren's wish gave her the ability of Nirvana, in which she can erase grief seeds, although it could extend to her having the ability to end lives with little to no pain. Her magical girl form gives her the ability to summon will-o-wisp-like entities, and send them raining down on her enemies in her magia, Soul Salvation. She also has the ability to turn the ring on her staff into a scythe to attack her enemies with. Her first name, Ren, which is popular both as a boy and girl name, means water lily lotus. Her last name, Isuzu, means 50 and bells respectively. Fact 1. Her illustrator is Kohara Sakura of QP Flapper, which is a two-member illustrator unit consisting of Kohara and her partner, Tomina Ohara. Fact 2. On September 15, 2017, a botch update had allowed players to get Ren before she was properly implanted. So the developers of Quincy decided to officially release Ren with an emergency update. We can agree Ren glitch must have been a real good and lucky. Fact 3. Ren has an obvious angel theme due to her staff. Her transformation sequence, where she grows to angel wings, and a halo of her 5-star card. This may be due to her wish, as some people believe that their loved ones turn into angels when they die, and go to heaven. It can also refer to when people survive hazardous events that should kill and wound them, such as suicide attempts. They say that they have a guardian angel. Okay, I know I should not interrupt here, but I'm gonna have a bonus story that doesn't relate to Ren, but relates to a really funny guardian angel story. You'll see what I mean. But anyway, fact 4. The way that Ren's kimono is folded, with the right side over the left, is traditionally associated with copes and ghosts. It is also white, the color belonging to the dead, as the dead are commonly buried in white clothing. Fact 5. Ren Isuzu has both a Japanese voice actor and English voice actor, since she appeared in an active role in the anime. Her Japanese voice actor is Yuka Ozaki, who you may know as Adu Sukinanoka, Watashidachi Locking Logic, Serval, and Common Dolphin in Kimoto Friends. And she'll be playing Koido Kokone in Otaku Elf. Now, let's talk about her English voice actor, who is Kimberly Woods, who in anime you may know as Akane Nita in Kotaro Lives Alone, Naho Takada in Demon Slayer, Akelar Marius in Cells at Work, Code Black, and T. Stoli Anna Stika in Sword Out Online. Okay, short real-life story here. So I thought I wanted to share this story, and I explain why. But you see, when I was young and I was having a cookout with my family, I was sitting with my dad at the table, and my sister came over and said how she tried to jump out of a window, which was their bedroom window, and then her feet got stuck in the windowsill. And she was dangling, don't know how, from the mini roof near her window, and she tried to jump out of it, but no one knew this happened, and me and my dad didn't believe her, as I really don't know if this actually did happen. And she was just telling us, and my dad didn't really do anything about it, so it wouldn't actually. My sister was a bit crazy back then, and so was. I think it was me that said this. I said something about a guardian angel prevented her by closing the window on her, and it's like, nah, I'm not letting you die, or something like that. But I thought I would share it here, and it was funny to be honest, even though it was that we didn't know if she was like being serious or not. Obviously, hopefully she did not do this, but still, with me and my dad, and I am pretty sure she has no memory of this since it happened when we were kids. And so we are done with my short story of randomness and Ren Isuzu. Next time, we're going to be talking about Konoha Shizumi, so see you later.